So now we are coming to the third lesson, Taro's reward. So here Taro is a woodcutter, and while doing his work, he give more importance to his parents, his old parents. So his old parents wanted to fulfill the desire of his old parents. His father was old, and he wanted to have a soft drink, and then because the wood what he is cutting daily is not giving that much money to buy that expensive drink. So he thought he would do the work more and more so that he can earn more and more. But what happened? Still how much hard he was working, he was not able to get it. And his father was shivering from that cold. So in order to stop him shivering from the cold, he has to drink that soft drink. So in the lesson we will see how the child had given his whole life for the sake of his parents. Now look, this is a story about a thoughtful and a loving son. So Taro was a thoughtful and a loving son. Thoughtful and a loving. Thoughtful and a loving. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and get some unexpected help. So we will see what is that unexpected help he got. Understood? So he was a woodcutter, already said, and taking care of his old parents and wanted to work hard in order to fulfill the desire of his old parents. Because they are not able to do the work, he is doing the work and earning the life. Now going through the lesson. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. Lonely means a long side. Lone side means what? Area which is not being crowded, far away from the crowding area. All day long he chopped wood. Chopping means cutting. Chop means cut. Chop to cut. So all day long, how did he spend his day? Cutting the wood in the forest. Though he worked hard, he earned very little money. So the whole day he is working very hard, isn't it? What the work he is doing? Cutting the wood. But still the money he is getting is very less. He earned very little money. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son. Thoughtful son means always thinking about his parents, and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. So why he is working very hard? Yes, he is working hard in order to fulfill the wishes of his old parents. Always thinking only about his parents' comfort, isn't it? So he wanted to collect more money in order to fulfill their desires. And there he is working very hard. Still what he is earning, what he is getting is very less. Understood all of you? One evening when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. Suddenly Taro's father said, "I wish I had a cup of silk. It would warm me and do my old heart good." So what did he want? A cup of silk. So silk is a Japanese drink. It is a Japanese drink. Understood? So what did the old man do? So suddenly one day what happened? Yes, a strong wind started blowing, and because the hut is very small and it is only a hut, what happened? The wind blowing outside came through the cracks. Cracks means in between the holes are there, isn't it? Not a comfortable hut. So the wind started getting inside that cracks, the places where it is being not joined together or holes are there. It started coming inside, and as a result the old father started shivering. Shivering his body, trembling of his body. He started shivering. And what did the father say? In order to stop shivering or keep my body warm, I need a cup of silk. Understood? Understood? Yes. One evening when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled. Why it whistled? When you also can have heard about it, when the strong wind comes, whistling of the Yes, the movement of the leaves, trees and everything makes a whistling sound. Began to blow, whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very good. Cracks means in between the holes are there and the wind blowing outside get inside slowly. When we open the window also we also feel the same, isn't it? Strong wind when blowing, the wind passes through the window and get inside and make us feel cold. The same happens there also. Suddenly, so when he felt cold, his father said, I wish I had a cup of silk. It would warm me and do my old heart good. So it will give me comfortable to keep my body warm from this cold wind. What did he want? A cup of silk. Understood? Understood so far? This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called silk was very expensive. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. How do I get a little silk for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. So now, at that moment, the old father, what did he request? Now, yes, he requested to have a cup of silk. And Taro knows that that cup of silk is very expensive. And what he is getting is only very less. So, how much hard he is doing the work, still, what is happening? The silk is very expensive and he could not buy it. So, how much hard he is working, the money he is getting only very less and he knows that that much work will not help him to buy that expensive drink. Understood? So, what he has to do? He has to work more and more. So, he has to cut the wood more and more. So, only if the number of work is being increased, what he can get? He can get more money. Understood? This made Taro sadder. This made, what made it? That old father saying that in order to keep his body warm, what he need? He need a cup of silk. Heartwarming drink called silk was very expensive and this made Taro sad. Why? Because his father needed what? Silk and he know that silk is very expensive. Expensive means very costly. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. So he himself understood how he can get more money because the work what he is doing and getting the money is not sufficient to buy this expensive costly drink. So he decided to do more work. How do I get a little silk for my father? Old father decided to work harder than before. So for earning more money in order to buy that costly drink, what did he do? He thought of doing the work more and more. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with the sweat. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. And with that he began to choke even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the silk to warm the old man's bones. So what did he do? So, the next day, that means every day, the whole day he is spending where? In the forest cutting the wood, isn't it? So the next day what did he do? He decided to go earlier than usual. Why to go earlier than usual? Because so that little more work he can do before the rising of the sun, isn't it? So he thought he will go earlier and start cutting the wood. So going earlier and cutting earlier and getting more wood means he would earn more money, and he thought by that he can buy and fulfill the desire of whom? His father. Next day, Taro jumped out of the bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. So, as usual, he used to get up at a certain time, but today, what did he do? He got up more earlier than the usual time and started walking to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. So, before the rising of the sun, he started cutting down the wood, isn't it? So he started cutting down the wood and slowly who started coming? the sun started coming up. So when the sun came, he felt very hot, isn't it? So that time he thought of taking off his jacket. Up to then it was very cold, isn't it? Because early morning it is very cold, and the previous night what had been blown, a strong wind was blowing, isn't it? So naturally it was very cold. So early morning he was putting the jacket to warm himself, and now coming of the sun made him take off the jacket. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. So because the day was very hot, and he started his feeling thirsty. The dry throat means feeling thirsty. Sweating also. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. So that means he thought that if I am warm like that, then only it will be equal to my father, isn't it? And with that he began to choke even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake to warm the old man. So even though he started sweating and feeling thirsty in the hot sun, still what did he wanted to do? He wanted to choke down the wood. Why? Because if we wait for a little moment, what will happen? The time will be wasted, isn't it? That means the money will be coming less. So he wanted to earn more. So what did he do? Without any stop, he started chopping the wood. Understood? The only thing he is thinking is only how to fulfill the desire of his father. That means only a cup of sake. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it possibly be rushing water? So suddenly while chopping down the wood, suddenly at a far distance he could hear a sound. And hearing the sound, what did he think? Maybe it is of some rushing water. Rushing water means waterfall from the high area coming down. So in our areas also we can see from the top of the hill or mountain area, or little bit higher level area where water is rushing down to the ground, a special sound is being heard. That means coming down of the water, isn't it? So now while doing the work, in between he could hear the sound of the rushing water. And what was the condition of Taro in that hot sun? His throat dry and body is sweating. That means totally he is becoming tired, isn't it? Because far early than the rising of the sun, he had started cutting the wood. Taro could not remember even seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part in the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sun. So up to then he had never heard the sound of that rushing water. So now he could hear some sound of the rushing water, and he did not know from where it is coming. So what did he do? He put the axe over there and ran to the direction of the rushing water. Understood? Why did he run to the rushing water? Yes, he was feeling thirsty. He wanted to drink water at the same time, isn't it? So when hearing the rushing water, he ran to that particular place. Taro could not remember even seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. That means he had never seen or heard about that rushing water, that water coming down. He was thirsty. Same time he felt thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sun. He dropped the axe over there and he ran to the direction from where the sound was coming. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Was it water or was it sake? He tasted it again and again, and always it was the delicious sake instead of cool water. So he ran to that direction and he could see the rushing water from the hill. From the top of the hill, the water coming down. So seeing the water, he felt excited and ran to the place. Knelt. Knelt means standing on the knees, and cupped means showing the hands like a cup. And we also will do, isn't it, to drink water, we cupped our hands. So he also cupped the hands and he took that water which was falling down and he started to drink. So at that moment when he started to drink itself, he understood there was a difference between the pure water and the water he is drinking. So he has that doubt whether it is water of the sake. Understood? Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind the rock. Behind the rock means in front there was a big rock, and behind it is the fall of the water. Kneeling at a place. Kneeling means stand on your knees, where the water flowed quietly. Because he has to kneel down over there to get the water in his hands, isn't it? And he cupped his hands. Cupped means making it into like a cup, joining both the hands together. Flowed in his hands and put it to his lips. He started to drink. Was it water or was it sake? So at first itself, when going to drink itself, there was a doubt in him whether it is the pure water or the sake. He tasted it again and again. He started drinking once, twice, then again he started. And always it was a delicious take instead of cold water. And he understood it was the expensive sake and not the cold water. Understood? So from the water which has been coming out, rushing out, it was the sake for whom? For Taro. Understood? And it was not the cold water. So what did he do? First he was having the doubt. He drank little. Then again the doubt was there. He tasted again and again and made sure that it was not the cold water. It is the sake. Understood? Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the sake. After only one swallow of the liquid, he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. So what did he do? He was having a pitcher. Pitcher means container. Pitcher means container. So he was having that container with him. He filled that container and ran to home. Why did he run to home? He ran to home to give that water to whom? To his father. Why was he in a hurry? He was in a hurry because the previous day what did the father say? In order to keep his old body warm, what he need? A cup of sake. So now instead of cold water, what did Taro had with him? Yes, that expensive sake, isn't it? So he ran to his father and gave him to drink. As soon as the old man had started drinking, totally he had a change. He started dancing on the floor. Understood? That means that little water had made the old man warm enough to do the dance. Taro quickly filled the pitcher. Pitcher means the container. He had with him and hurried home. He ran home. The old man was delighted. Delighted means happy with the sake. After only one swallow, only one time he had drunk it of the liquid, he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. So up to then, because of the strong wind, the man was shivering, isn't it? And now with that little water, what was gone inside, made him stop the shivering of his body, and that means gave him warm enough so that he would dance on the floor. Understood that much? So how did his father got the sake? Yes, while doing the work, what happened? While cutting the wood, so his father had said that in order to keep his body warm, he need what? Sake, isn't it? And Taro could understand that the sake, to buy sake is not able to him. Why? Because he is only a poor woodcutter, and what he is doing and little money only he is getting, and that is not sufficient to buy the drink, because the drink is very expensive, isn't it? So expensive means only rich people can afford it, isn't it? Poor people like Taro could not get it. So now what did he thought? So he was a thoughtful and loving son, isn't it? Already it is been said. Thoughtful means thinking about only his parents' wishes, isn't it? How to fulfill their wishes in their old age. So you children also should be like that, thoughtful and loving your parents. Always think about the welfare of you, how they are taking care of you. That much care and love should be given to them by you all, isn't it? It should be like that. So he was thinking how he can fulfill the desire of his old parents. So he thought in order to buy the sake, what he has to do? He has to cut more wood so that he can earn more money. So what did he do? From the next day, he went more early than the usual time, isn't it? More early than the usual time. Why did he go more early than the usual time? Because so that the extra time will help him to do more work. So doing more work means earning more money. So he went early as possible and started cutting the wood. Then after some time, what happened? The sun came rising and the whole weather had changed. That means it became very hot, isn't it? So as he felt hot, he felt thirsty also. He wanted to drink water. But still he could not stop. Why? Thinking only to buy the cup of sake, isn't it? That was the only thing he was thinking about. Then what did he do? While cutting, at a far distance, he could hear the sound of rushing water. That means even in our places, so near the hill area of the rock, in between the rocks also we can see the water rushing down, isn't it? So if such places are there inside the forest. So while cutting the wood, he could hear the sound somewhere little far. He could hear the water rushing down. What did he do? First of all, he is feeling very hot and thirsty. He put the axe over there and ran to that direction from where he could hear the sound. Then he went there, he saw behind the rocks water coming down, and then kneeling and had a cup means he cupped his own hands, making it into like a cup, and stored water in his hands and started to drink. And while drinking, he recognized, he resembled that it was not the cold water, it is only sake. That means a special taste was there and recognized it as the sake. And what did he do? He filled it in his container and ran to his father, gave him to drink. So up to then, the shivering body, he was in the shivering body. That means the cold was there, isn't it? And that when he had sipped once, when he had drank once, only the body was warm enough to make that old man do some dance on the floor. Understood? So this is how that son had brought the sake what his father wanted to drink. That means in order to make his body warm from that shivering cold, isn't it? So finally the boy had brought it and given to his father. Understood so far? Now first one, why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? So why did he run to the direction of the stream? So while he was cutting the wood, he could hear the sound of the rushing water. So why did he run to that? First of all, he was too tired because the sun has already come and the body was feeling very hot, isn't it? And he was sweating at the same time and feeling thirsty. So he wanted to drink water. So all of a sudden, when he hearing the sound of rushing water, he ran to that place to have some water for drinking. How did Taro's father show his happiness after drinking? So the previous day when the cold storm wind came, how was the father? He was shivering, isn't it? And at that moment when he was shivering, what did he ask his son? That if he could have a cup of sake, it will give his body warm, isn't it? So now, how did Taro get that sake? He ran to the place where the rushing water was there, and luckily it was not the cold water, it was the sake. He had tasted it similar to the sake. Then he filled his container and ran to the house where his father was shivering, isn't it? Only one sip or one time he had drunk that and the whole body was warm enough to make him dance. Understood? That is how father felt when he got that sake in hand. I'll read. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. All day long he chopped wood in the forest. Though he worked hard, he earned very little money. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. That is why Taro is said to be a thoughtful and loving son. Understood? Because only thing is he wanted to fulfill the desire of whom? His older parents. One evening when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. Suddenly Taro's father said, "I wish I had a cup of shake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." So one day a strong wind came and it went through the cracks. Cracks means the holes that are seen in between the attachment of the house, is a hut. So he started shivering and he said that only a cup of shake can keep his body warm. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called shake was very expensive. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. How do I get a little shake for my poor father? He decided to work harder than before. So this when father had said that he needs a cup of shake, who felt sad? Taro felt sad. Why? Because what he is earning is not enough to buy that expensive shake, isn't it? So he felt sad. Still, what he wanted to do? To fulfill the desire of his wish of his father, isn't it? Somehow managed to get a cup of shake for his father. He understood now. So what did he decided to do? To work harder and harder. Next morning, Taro jumped out of the bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. So the next morning what did he do? He went earlier than usual and started cutting down the wood. And while cutting the wood, what happened? The sun came rising up, and when the sun came rising up, the day became very hot. He became tired and thirsty. And with that he began to choke even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the shake to warm the old man's bones. But he could not, even though he felt sweating and thirsty, he could not stop working. Why? Because his only aim was to collect more money. So if he stopped, what will happen? He will not he will not earn sufficient money to buy the expensive shake. So he started cutting the wood. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it possibly be rushing water? Taro could not remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He was thirsty, the axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sun. Suddenly, while cutting down the wood, he heard a sound of rushing water at a far distance. Up to then, he had never seen or heard about that rushing water, but when he went, he saw that, isn't it? What behind the rock, he could see the rushing water. And at the same, why did he run to the direction? Because he was thirsty. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Was it water or was it shake? He tasted it again and again, and always it was the delicious taste instead of cold water. So when he ran to the place, he saw the water there and he was very thirsty. He wanted to drink. He cupped his hands in that rushing water, caught little water in his hands and started to drink. But at the first he drank and he tasted it differently. That means he understood it was not the cold water, it is the shake. So again and again to confirm it, what did he do? He drank the water and made sure that it was the shake. Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the shake. After he had only one swallow of the liquid, he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. And what did he do? As soon as he had understood that it was not the cold water, it was the shake, what did he do? he filled the container what he was having with him and ran home and gave to his father. With one sip of water, that sake, what had happened to the old man? He had totally changed. His body was warm enough to make him stand and dance. Understood? So up to there, you understood all of you how the sake had come in the hands of Taro and how it has been given to his father. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of the sake. The lady drank it greedily and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. So that afternoon, after drinking, the old man was now comfort enough, strong enough, because that sake had made his bones strong enough. That up to then he was shivering, isn't it? So that afternoon, a neighbor came visiting them and Taro gave the drink to him, isn't it? And that after drinking, Taro told the story how he got the sick. And she, what did she do? She drank that water and she left. By night, what happened? She went and spread the whole story in the whole village. What is the story? How did Taro get the sick? Understood? She spread the story in the village. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped her by for a visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of sake. The lady drank it greedily and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Why did the lady drink it greedily? Because it is not very easy for a poor person like Taro or like anybody in the neighborhood to buy that expensive sake, isn't it? Expensive sake can be afforded only by rich people. So she had drank it greedily because she did not give any money, still she had that sake. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. What the lady did, she went and told each and everyone in that neighborhood. Understood? So now we are coming to the end of that paragraph. Up to the story, how Taro had got that sake and made his father warm enough. Now next class we will continue it.